up, YouTube? Crash Wilcox, and I'm doing something a little bit out of my normal lane here. If you're unfamiliar with the channel, normally I do PC build guides, PC component reviews, benchmark video games, and that sort of thing. But what I also do is I'm a homeschool father. So some of my children are homeschooled, so this is a little in my wheelhouse. So now that we have all become homeschool parents, I thought I would give you just maybe, as the video title says, 6-ish more out of the box things that you could be teaching your kids while they're home from school. So, you're going to be fighting that endless battle of trying to keep them off their electronics, and maybe this can help alleviate some of that strain where you can let them have the electronics, but make it useful and help them learn at the same time. So that's what this is going to be for. There's going to be a lot of links down in the description, so please, go down there if you find any of this useful and you want to, get some of these websites or some of this software. Just follow the links down below; it'll take you to it. So I don't want to make this a terribly long video, so let's just jump right into it. The first website that I think you guys should know about is called Tynker. Tynker is a fantastic program. It's, like it says, coding made easy. So this is basically just a program where you can go in, sign your kids up, and it will take them from basically baby steps in the coding world all the way to where they can begin to code in JavaScript, Python, all sorts of things. So it's a wonderful program. You can see here there's a lot of games to keep your kids entertained. You can click on these and they just a little game. Like I said, they even have Minecraft mods. So if they're into Minecraft and stuff like that, they can mod those games pretty easily. And the great thing right now, as it says right here, you get free access to their premium coding courses. So this isn't like complete free reign of the website, but you do get some courses that you can jump on for free right now while school is out, which school is always out now. So even without this, though, it's not a terribly expensive program. So if you click on parents, come over to family plans, you get a lifetime subscription to Tynker for your whole family for $288, which is a little bit of money, but it's not crazy for a lifetime subscription. But then also $144 for a year, pretty good. Kids will like it. It's pretty user friendly. So a good piece of or a good website to know about. Kids can jump on there and learn some valuable coding skills. There's definitely jobs in that area when they get out of school. And then moving on from Tynker, the next piece of software I think is Toonly. So if you are watching this video, you saw my intro video, and that intro video was made on Toonly. And Toonly it's kind of just a program to create animated short videos. So if you open it up, this is what you're going to see. And then just clicking in here, the cool thing about Toonly is you don't really have to be overly creative because all the stuff is already preloaded in the software. So all the backgrounds, like my little house here, they already have pre-made scenes that you can just select. All the characters are preloaded. So you don't really have to be, like I said, terribly creative to just start dragging and dropping some of these characters into the scenes and then start making them move around. You can add music, you can add your voiceover, and just start creating little scenes. So pretty cool if your kids have any sort of creative, interest. Toonly's a pretty good way to get them going on that. The one thing about Toonly is it is a little expensive. Let me see, click here. So normally it's like $69 a month, which personally I think is way overpriced for what you get. But if you go on Facebook, and I get this ad all the time on my phone, probably because I bought Toonly, but $67 for a one-time lifetime fee to Toonly. So no monthly subscription, just a one-time fee. Now I will say this is a little misleading because $67 does get you the program, and you'll be able to go in and start making some videos. But it's like the bare bones Toonly program. So once you get in, they're gonna start upselling you pretty hard to pay a one-time fee for this extra add-on and all this sort of stuff. So I think I wound up paying like $150 for some of the add-ons that I have. But like I said, it's lifetime. You don't have to go that route. But if you could find this ad, and I will link this in the description, just like everything else. So go check that out if it's something you might be interested in. So moving on from there and kind of taking a step up in difficulty. Sorry, one second. Taking one step up difficulty, I think. This is Unity. So what Unity is it's sort of a, like it says, a real-time 3D development platform. If your kids are into video games, or if you're into video games, Unity is one of the platforms that a lot of video games are created on. So I have a list of games here of all the video games that were created using the Unity engine. A lot of games you've probably played. Some big ones coming up: Kerbal Space Program 2, Ori and the Will of the Wisps were created on here. So a lot of people use Unity to create their games, and it's free, and you can create everything from simple little instant games, console, mobile games. So if your kids are into video games, you can actually teach them what goes into creating a video game. And again, the great thing about this, if you download download the program, like I said, it's completely free. You can come in here, and this will be the Unity Hub. If you click on this Learn tab, you can basically just click on, for example, this FPS micro game or a karting micro game. And what's great is it'll bring you into the Unity engine, kind of the hub there, and it'll give you really basic, really simple step-by-step directions to start creating your own game, moving things around, making characters, making worlds. And it kind of just baby steps you along, so you can kind of get the basics of the program. And then if you want to get more in depth and more involved in it, you find your kids are enjoying this. A lot of information on YouTube. I'm sure that there's a lot of tutorials on their website, so you can just jump in here, jump on YouTube, and start creating their own content, maybe creating their own games, sharing it with their friends. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities. So just a really good piece of software. So moving on from there, I think even still a step higher up in the difficulty is Blender. Blender is 3D kind of modeling software, 3D creation. I think this would probably be more geared towards maybe like a high school student, or maybe if you have a super advanced middle schooler, but probably more of that high school age. And so if you download Blender, again, free to download, completely free, awesome software. You'll download it, and this will be like the little window that you get. Basically, every video or everything that you try to create in Blender will start from this little cube, little 3D cube in the middle, and from that cube you can, create everything. I mean, they, like it says here, rendering, sculpting, animation, virtual effects. They actually, I think, just released their first film using all Blender software. I don't know if you can see it in here, but yeah, the good thing about Blender too, though, much like Unity, there's a wealth of information online. YouTube, you can dig around, you can find stuff. I have this is on their support page. They have Blender tutorials that you can get right here. Go to their first steps. They even have books. They have DVDs, all sorts of different things. If you'll find that your kids are interested in this. And then I even pulled up the Blender YouTube page here. If you look on this, they have everything: first steps, how to navigate the viewport, what all the buttons mean, how to basically everything to hold your hand. Oh, and here's that little video, Spring, the Blender Open movie. I mean, it's like a Pixar movie. It's incredible, all created using this free software. So definitely something worth looking into. It's a lot of work to learn, but much like with Unity and Tynker, that sort of stuff, you can just put your kids down in front of it. You can pull up some tutorials or whatever, and they can just sort of start learning. You don't necessarily have to be right over their shoulder helping them the whole time, but they'll be able to, maybe design some things and pique their interest. So moving on from there, the next one is blackmagicdesign.com, and they have a product called Davinci Resolve. And Davinci Resolve, in my opinion, is the best video editing software that you can use. That's actually what you're watching this video. It was edited on Davinci Resolve. So if you come to their website, Davinci Resolve 16, you see right here it says $299. That's for their studio mode, or their studio version of Davinci Resolve. They have a free version, which is what I'm using. And if you download it, open it up, you can see these are some of the other videos that I've made. But it's just layout, kind of looks like a lot of other video editing software, but it's wonderful to use. It's feature packed. You can make a full length, Hollywood movie in Davinci Resolve. It's incredible software. And like I said, the best thing about it is it's free to use, and there's a boatload of information on YouTube. So one of the things that you can do, maybe an idea, something I've tried to get my kids to do, and I haven't fully dove into it yet, but we're probably going to get started. Just have them write up some scripts or something, give them a cell phone, let them run around, film some things, or maybe even record some of their video game footage. And then have them take that, throw it into Davinci Resolve, and start learning how to cut and edit, add in text and audio and video or music and all that sort of stuff, and learn to create their own little videos. Video editing jobs aren't going away anytime soon, so just a good skill to have, in my opinion. And Davinci Resolve is probably the best place to get started, completely free. So then, moving away from that, the last one that I will touch on here is Affinity. So you could probably grab any Photoshop, photo editing software. I chose Affinity, and for the biggest reason is that it's awesome software, but it's 50% off right now. So I don't know how long that's going to last when you're watching this video, but it's typically $50 one-time fee. So buy once, cry once on this. But right now, at $25, I don't think you can beat that. There's a lot of free softwares out there like the Critas and the Inkscapes, GIMP, I think. But from what I've tried on those, they just, not to say they can't do all the stuff, they're just not user-friendly, in my opinion. It takes a lot more work to try to get done what you want to get done. Affinity is very user-friendly, a lot of good information on YouTube again, and that's what I'm trying to pitch here. All this stuff that I'm offering up here, there's a lot of information you can find on YouTube to help make this an easier process to pick up. And Affinity Photo is just a great place if your kids have any sort of artistic desire, and they want to maybe get into some graphic design type stuff. They also have Designer, which I think is more in the graphic design realm, whereas Photoshop is more in just photo editing and touching up and stuff like that. And Designer, you see here, they have more of an artistic bone. This might be up their alley. And again, this is each program, Photo, Designer, and Publisher are all, you have to pay for individually, but they're all 50% off right now. So they're each $25. I think it's $10 if you get it on an iPad or something like that. So pretty good. But there you go, guys. That's my list of 6-ish sort of software or websites that you can get your kids into on this kind of weird season where they're all stuck at home. You can let them have their electronics and some technology, but also make it useful and make it a learning process as well. And then maybe give them some useful skills kind of moving forward in this technological age. You know, video editing, content creation, that sort of stuff isn't going anywhere. It's going to be a part of their life, most likely. So the last thing I did add, and I'll throw some these down in the description as well, but if you do decide to get into maybe that graphic design lane, I do just some highly reviewed but not terribly expensive graphic design tablets. I'll have those down in the description as well. Makes drawing a lot easier, so I'll add those down in the description as well. But with that, I hope you guys found this useful. If you know of any other software or programs that might be valuable for kids to learn now that they're staying home, please leave that down in the comments below. I'm sure everybody would appreciate that. I know I would. And if this video is well received, you know, I may try to throw together maybe another 5 or 6 programs that are worth looking into. But that's all I got for you guys. Please like the video if you found this useful. Subscribe to the channel. I do a lot of things on here. Try to make this some valuable content. And then if you found it incredibly useful and you would like to help out, there are links to my Patreon page and Amazon and eBay affiliate links. If you click on either of those, all that money goes directly to support the channel and I can use it. So that's all, guys. God bless.